Well, depending on what action the city council takes on the other officers involved in the indictments, the city council has decided so far to represent the officers in the 7th Street shooting case. There are also the 2 officers indicted ridiculously for instigating a burglary, which is an absolute lie. We were involved in an important narcotic investigation, and that matter will come before the city council, we hope, for a judgment. Then there's the improper search matter, and so depending on the actions of the council, the money may all be returned to the citizens if it's not needed. Any portion of this money that is not needed, even if will be returned on a pro rata basis. That's one thing that I want the public to be assured of. You want to take this chair out all together? Let's just slide this. You know, I thought I'd read all the mail, but out of 400, there were 4 adverse letters, 99% positive, and I'm going to assume that this stack, much of which hasn't been opened, is also very, very positive in support of the officers.
Any idea how many letters you have altogether by now, Chief?
Chief, would you sit down?
Yeah, would you kindly sit down there, Chief?
Well, let's see, we'll have to... noon on Monday is 3,756 letters. Now, the interesting thing is that most of the letters also indicate that they have written other letters to people in policy-making positions about this matter.
Can you estimate the amount of money that you've received so far?
Has anyone...
That pile for you.
Someone said this one pile here had, what, $400 or $300, and I see there's many other piles and checks, various amounts.
What's the largest amount you've got so far?
I saw one check this morning for $100. Oh, here it is. Is that the largest single check?
Chief, what's going to be done with the funds?
Mr. Mitchell, since the other day.
No, I had a previous commitment to lecture at his Law Enforcement Institute in Washington last Thursday, and I kept my commitment. I did not attempt to see Mr. Mitchell, nor did Mr. Mitchell attempt to see me.
Did you see anybody in the Justice Department, Chief?
Oh, I saw hundreds of people in the Justice Department.
With reference to this matter, the indictment?
Being a guest in their home on Thursday, I did not bring the matter up, but I'll tell you, I had to sign more autographs in that Justice Department than I ever had to sign around the city of Los Angeles.
This indicates that the people working for Mitchell are for you then, huh?
I met on Friday as a member of the Executive Committee of the International Chiefs of Police Association, and men came from all over the country there as members of this organization, and television God bless it, carried this message all over the width and breadth of America, and the reaction from all over America, according to the men at this meeting, was overwhelmingly against the federal government moving in improperly in this case.
Have you
Now
had
that
any
you've thought about it for a while, can we have again, what did they, in your opinion, did wrong, Justice Department?
Well, two things. Number one, in the 7th Street case, which had been handled in the courts of the state of California, they decided to reopen it and, in effect, prosecute these men twice. In the burglary case, they intervened into a very important narcotics investigation without having any idea of what it was all about. Never once did Mr. Meyer inquire of me what the nature of that case was, although I informed Mr. Mitchell last Monday that this was a very big and important narcotics investigation. They got a fragment of information in a preliminary hearing, and they went in and, whether it's deliberately or whether it's by accident, appear to be trying to impede the processes of justice in this county. And there will be some very startling revelations in this case as it unfolds that will make hair stand on end. And we will have to now talk about this as the case unfolds in the federal courts in Los Angeles.
To what extent was the FBI used in the investigation of these cases?
These letters you mentioned indicate that these people have written other policymakers, as you put it. You mean they may have written to Washington, to the Justice Department?
They've written to a very great extent to President Nixon, and they've written to a very great extent to Attorney General Mitchell. Most of them mentioned that. Some of them mentioned they've sent carbon copies to Mr. Meyer.
Are these letters spontaneous, Chief?
Well, I wish I knew how to turn on this kind of support when we needed it. And so I would say that they are a spontaneous reaction to the news that officers of this department were startlingly indicted by a federal grand jury, which had been kept as a captive for about 7 months and fed just one side of a story.